Alright, so I'm just showing you guys a quick little slow-mo of a little shake. We'll say I was probably like 10 or no, 11, going into 11 and a half months. This was, I think, shortly after my birthday. I had dyed my hair back black. My retie had been all of 3 or 4 months prior to that. But yes, we were already starting to see growth, or droppage or whatever. Like, as you can see, like a lot of my ends suffered from bunching here, um, just to me not braiding and banding a couple times, or doing it properly. Yeah. So this is when I first started my retie. I always section in 4 sections, and work with the nose. Made a little progress. There we go. So within my 4 sections, I have probably like 2 additional sections, and we'll just call that my grid, maybe 3 depending on the section. So yeah, I was on to the back here, just showing y'all like I guess I had already retied the back. Okay, the back was already retied here. Honestly, I should have watched this before starting to film the voiceover, but tomato, tomato. So yeah, I am just going through. Oh yeah, the retie was done. The retie was done. Alright, oh no, the retie was not done, so I need to rearrange that. But yeah, so that's basically a close up and personal. You have my phone back there, and then I have it um, mirroring on my MacBook or whatever. So yes, and then I learned that with the doing it, and I have to remember which recording setting I was doing it on. But yeah, it definitely made a difference in the delay of how it shows up on the camera. So yeah, um, I guess I wasn't done with the retie. Maybe I had skipped some sections. Who knows? Sometimes I do kind of get the um, top part mixed in with the back, like that like hemisphere, I guess, part we'll call that, the one that stuff separates the equally or whatever from the back and the bottom. It's it's even as it can be. Yeah, y'all, I'm high as fuck. It's early. I just moved. Like, I'm gonna film my 1 year since living in Kansas City. And I feel like I want to upload that all as one video as well, just because it's been so spread out. And then I just have to go through. But anyway, so yeah, that's me going through. I do stop and take breaks. Like sometimes when my dog is too quiet, I have to go check on him or whatever. So some of them, like when it was like a lot to retie, or a lot of rotations or whatever, I would start off with my finger, and then you see I was showing you how I did that. And then I do 2 point rotations sometimes, depending on the texture of the hair. When I am going in, I'll do a 3 point to finish it off, so that way it doesn't like bunch up. Like some of them you'll see it kind of like bunch at the root a little bit. So yeah, I go ahead and do that. So I guess this also allows you to get that final rotation. So I kind of sped it up here, just so you can kind of see. Like I said, 2 point rotations. When I'm doing my back though, like I said, I'll divide everything in 4 sections. But depending on how I'm feeling on my back, I'll just go straight from left to right. I don't really like do in the 4 sections, also because like then you're working to like be able to pull your hair up, and if you pull your hair up freshly after retightening or whatever, like it gives you that ability or whatever. So yeah, you just see me doing that here. So while that's playing, I'll just let y'all know that, like I said, I'm gonna try to get that uploaded. There's Deuce. He's like always on the bottom of my shelf, y'all. He's been trying to eat the shelf now or whatever. Like he eats at the shelf. Like he is not a pit bull. He's like a Shih Tzu. Like what is wrong with him? Anyway, so I guess all dogs have a little ghetto in them, or a little hood in them, hood tendencies. So yep, just going up. And I'll say, like, when I'm doing my retightens, I really don't use anything. I think this one, this retie, or the one I did after, which would be like 2023 Or maybe it's this one. I haven't retied my hair in a while. So, like, honestly, I guess last year I probably maintained my hair, like, with a retwist or a retie maybe 3 or 4 times or whatever. And then sometimes I will go in between and do, like, a retie in the back or the front. And it's just like my spirit is not in it. So it doesn't get done. So, yeah. Some of them are probably a little bit more. But here recently, if you follow me on Instagram at Lock and Co., you'll see where I started going, adding on extensions. Talking about growing extensions, girl. Started adding on extensions to the end. So, like, I noticed the length, but of course, you'll see the length more with a retightening. But it's like, I'm used to being able to pull all of my hair up in a ponytail. And like I said, I tried braids. If you've seen, I tried to do, like a lock knot bob with adding the Marley hair in. It just wasn't a vibe for me. Like, it was too chunky, like, and I wasn't gonna do like a whole bunch of small ones in my head. Either, just because I felt like that was gonna be too much, be too heavy. Like, I tried to do box braids over, which I tried to do 1 for 1 with the box braids, which that was probably gonna be too much. So it was just gonna be too heavy. Like, it was already giving heavy, and I was like, yeah, I'm good on that or whatever. So I was like, YOLO, let's add the extensions or whatever. Like, and yeah, like, I'll cut them off once I feel like my hair is to a point where I want it to be. So maybe, like, especially like the top part of my hair, where I know for sure, like, I suffered breakage from when I like first bleached my hair, when I started my locks or whatever, or not, once I like made them smaller and to quote unquote micro locks slash sister locks. Some people call them sister locks, I guess, because it's so many. But yeah, I have like 445, 450 ish. Like I said, I combined some while adding these extensions in, just to kind of get them to where it'll be okay for me to retwist, I guess, where it's not so many like super skinny small ones. Like, I like noticed that my hair is just gonna be like hella thick regardless, so yeah, I kind of want to like get them together a little bit to save me time. Cause like I said, I'll retwist like in a heartbeat. I just need to know, like, with having like super small ones, like, they immediately, like, if you do a 2 strand twist, they start to kind of intertwine with each other after a couple of days, and you kind of want to wear the style for a little bit without having to worry about that. So yeah. So I am going. Like, now, this was like post birthday, like I said. So it was like going home for Christmas, I think, or something like that. I have to go back. I'm not gonna go back. Like I said, yo, I'm giving it to y'all. I'm glad I'm putting it out here, no matter what. Let's try to put ourselves out there, you guys. So at some point, there is a little bit of a break for me talking though. But I'm enjoying this. Like, I'm excited. I'm in a new place or whatever. Like, it's still not my place just yet. It's a temporary place to the next place, but we got over here, ladies, if you ever move anywhere by yourself and you're single, in an unfamiliar territory, just make sure you do your research. I guess we want to support small businesses, but sometimes we just need to go ahead and stick to corporate names or big names, so that way there's like um, a chain of communication, I guess you could say, or whatever. So that was done. That was me showing y'all some of the looks that I did. I love a good fit. Shout out to the big girls, mid-sized girls, whatever we are. We out there and we back in. So, like I said, we are just working our way up to the top. Arms getting tired. Y'all, listen, I feel like when you are doing your retightening, nobody's mentioning this, but I feel like you need to stretch your arms. Like, you need to stretch your arms. Probably you need to, like, depending on what tool you're using or what method you're using, you probably need to, like, rotate your wrist. Like, it is, like, I noticed, like, how sore my body is after doing this, and I used to braid my own hair. So, like, and I'm not talking about no little shoulder length. I'm talking about to the length. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the amount of strain that this has on your arms and your hands, I would just say stretch. Maybe do some yoga after. Like, if you have a membership, go get up in that massage chair, whatever it is. Like, just definitely take care of your body after that, because I also feel like that is what have people like hating the process, or whatever the case may be with them. But yeah, like I think stretching after that, like it's a very rewarding like feeling after you done your retightening. Like even if you be like, man, I love a whoop de whoop little months or whatever without the little retightening, da da da. Like, it's nothing more satisfying than seeing your scalp. Like, especially like somebody that used to wear braids, even if you used to get your middle down bust part, there's like, you miss your scalp. Y'all, look at my titties. Like, I recently decided that your girl, if she don't have no kids by 30, we getting that BBL. Like, fuck it. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. That's the energy. Like, but yeah. So, anyways, like I said, just showing y'all how we are going up in here. I have a therapy session with BetterHelp um, at 11:30, and I highly recommend. Like, I found, like a lady who looks like me. She's a little bit older, so it doesn't make like I feel like I'm meeting her at the stage of the life that I'm getting ready to transition into. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the other therapist that I had in Texas, like she was very much so like we were around the same age, so like her perspective on like some of the advice like when I would give her about dating, not no shade to her because that was my girl, like I highly recommend or whatever, but like when you're walking into a new chapter, like I said, I moved to a completely different place or whatever, like it's just yeah, but I definitely say like have a therapist in person, and then like I said, maybe like if you can afford to do the subscription services like for like an additional therapist, like you don't have to talk to each one about the same thing. You can be working on different things with each one because not all therapists specialize in the same thing. But if you're somebody who's always that strong person, you feel like nobody ever really hears you, I just highly recommend that you invest in that and use therapy as a form of self-care. Like you can just tell them, look, I don't want you to say nothing to me, you know what I'm saying, but hey, how you doing or whatever, like, and that's it, like, and just let me vent, because that's what you need. That's your safe space or whatever. So therapy is what you make it. Let's get out of that stigma, no matter whatever. So yeah. So we are getting, I know we're getting close because we're up here by my ear. So like I said, back here, I tried to do, when I originally started my grade, it was like 4 sections, but some of them got combined. Some of them, broke off on the ends, because they're like super, super fat. And then when I dyed them, it was just wasn't strong enough because they bunched up so much. So that's why I will say, like, if you're going to be dyeing your hair, I think it's even more so important that you braid and band because you have to wash, so many of them. And yeah, you're making sure you get, especially as your locks continue to mature. Like, I think if you're going to dye your hair, you just need to braid and band when you wash. I say that, I have not done that since, but I mean, I try. But yeah, so here I am showing you. Okay, I think I did clean up my parts on this retie right here because or try to anyway, but yes. Okay, I'm not done. Yeah, so we on the couch. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up shop, and that's why I said, if you like, you see my laptop right there, go ahead. Sorry about my reefer. I don't smoke Black and Mouse. That wasn't mine. But yeah, like, oh my god, like I love my hair with a fresh retie. Like I am so excited. Like I have not retied my hair in months. It's been months. Like, I know this fall though, I'm gonna invest in one. I'm gonna like really try to put my trust in somebody. I might go back to Texas though. Like, there's like some people that I've been following on Texas. Like, I've been watching them. Like, if they ever like accept transition clients, we are in there. Look, baby, we doing every time taking calls. You hear me? You hear me, bitch? We gonna get it done. Like, we gonna get it done. When we doing it, we gonna get it fucking done. Yes. So I'm hip. I'm hip. So yes, we are in the top part of our hair right here. Like I said, so all in all, I'm gonna say the retie takes me about a week. 10 days, depending, like 7 to 10 days. If I'm doing good though, I always start off with the intention to finish the back 4 sections of my hair, which will be the bottom. If we're gonna look at it in thirds, it'll be the bottom third, like so from the almost the top part of my ear when you're looking from behind down. I try to get that done like on the first night. Like if I start on the night I get off, I try to do that. Or if I'm working on my hair, I try to get at least. So I think the front of my head is probably like it's divided into 2 half sections and then maybe 3 sections or whatever because they're so thick or whatever. So like yeah. I divide that in. So I'll try to do like one section, like I'll try to finish out a good bit. So I will try to work for like 4 hours, like after I clock out or whatever. And yeah, so we just going. Like I said, I sit anywhere, especially with the setup you can. Like I said, it's very important to like take some break up in there, like and switch positions. I think. I mean, this is probably not the best position, of course, to be doing it, but I was comfortable enough to like get through that top part of my head, having the camera down. So that's what it is. Like I'm getting money, he getting money. Feel like big me, just Southwest Cali. Blow your hood up, bitch, you bout it. Need that Robbie truck, put me. Cause girls is players too. Yeah. Cause girls is players too. Yeah. Cause girls is players too. Keep playing, baby. Cause girls is players too. Bitches get money all around the world. What you know about living in the top penthouse suites? Look at that. Where your job go in an odd party. I go. It's spinning on repeat. It's spinning, can't even breathe. Hey, we on the streets, better call on G.O.D. Hey, this a wide body. These ain't stocks though. He ain't body. Where your job go in an odd party. You did not go. He's spinning on repeat. Follow to the flow. Wake up, hustle all I know. Rolex costs 100 times four. I'm from the bottom, I used to be poor. Half a million, you want me to show. My car had I'm driving the ghost. I told the chauffeur, pick up a hoe. She like, babe, I can't open the door. Bulletproof, the only car I slide in. Moving casket by the cat, and that's the car he died in. Court system in my bedroom, only place I lied in. I took a Hollywood bitch to Starlight, and I got head at the drive-in. Chop a nigga block like a tight end. Say you a stepper, who died in? Niggas in the middle get boxed in. We don't cry about it, we go spin. Pettis ain't shit, I got 10. I made money on Mace. Cause girls is players too.
players too. So stop telling niggas you bigger than me. I'm getting money, he getting money. Feel like big Meech. Cause girls is players too.
Okay, so I just wanted to come back and let y'all know that this is actually like my 11.5 month retire. So this is like the last retire I did. So before I turned a year. So basically now this is May 28th that I'm recording this. So what, it makes us 15 months, something like that. Yeah, 15 months. Locked at this point. Like I said, I am going through and straightening up those parts, and then I now am adding extensions this time, getting ready to do a retirement. So that was me all done, looking good or whatever. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at her. Okay, so this was me getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday. This was my Riri inspired look. I had on all black. And then I did a side pony, which I had not done one of those since we were back in school. So yeah, I'm going through. I am sectioning it off. Rihanna had like this, her hair was like all big and curly side part. So I was like, I had to finesse it because you see the length of my hair. So I had to finesse it, y'all. Like I did a pony, I think, and then did that off to the side, and I think I just bobby pinned up the rest, like to make it look like it was part of the pony. And then for my front, I kind of like bobby pinned it so it looked like it was all spilling over, like on the side, down past the rest of that. So it kind of looked like this faux bang, but faux tight pony type of vibe. So yeah, that was like iconic. Of course, I just got dressed to be in my living room, but we got lit. She was lit o'clock. She was feeling feminine. This was just another day, another style. Oh my god, I love braiding my hair and doing a bantu knot. I love doing the braids or any style in the front. So here, what was I doing? We were not done. We were not done with the retying. So we went back in. That's why I say y'all listen, do the perimeter, go back and finish later. Nobody will ever know. Like, so I was trying to use the crochet tool, which it wasn't a vibe for me to use on my hair per se, because that's like I didn't start out like that way. So yeah, just trying to get used to the latching hook and everything. Maybe on someone else's hair, yes, but even then you wouldn't be able to use the traditional size one, in my opinion, on small locks all the way to the last rotation. But that's me. So yeah, going through, because like even with this tool I be having issues, so I kind of want to I now bought a set of the 5 tools. Since I've been making my own extensions, I bought a set of the 5 latch hook tools because I kind of started off latch hooking, intertwining the tails, since they're already pretty tough, like pretty hard to get the needle through. So I just was going through crocheting back and forth through, well, latch hooking back and forth through the actual extension, and then yeah, so that's that. So like I said, just finishing up that middle area, and we are wrapping up that retie. Listen, like I said, sometimes you do it and you gotta come back to it, my love. Like, and not every Rome was not built in a day. See, I'm sure this is like another day right here, or maybe not. Who knows? Like I said, just moving throughout my seating in the house. Like I did a really really good job at maintaining my parts, but I also did a really really good job at cleaning my parts, and I owe that a lot to screen mirroring. And just taking my time. Like I really said, I don't really use a lot of product. I'll wet my hair a little bit to get it more malleable or whatever, to be able to like get those rotations through. Maybe like kind of letting it glide through, and then I'll, when I'm done with a section, I'll go back and oil my scalp because it kind of starts itching, I guess. So yeah, finishing up here. I love my hair when it's black. Like I'm trying so hard. Like I just colored it to be like ginger, and I'm trying so freaking hard not to go back black. So I'm gonna do like a darker brown color to kind of tone it out a little bit, but maybe fall or so I'll be back black again, just because the black was hitting. Like it makes your hair look like, especially with the retightenings, like looking back at this, I'm like, oh my god, it gave what it was supposed to. And then, so usually I wash after I retie or whatever, because like I said, my hair be really itchy after, and I think it's probably really just the tool, but using the tool, or maybe it's the messing with the scalp after, not really having to do that besides like popping your locks, because I do pop my locks a lot, especially trying to make sure I can go with, like, it's not going to be as painful when I get ready to actually retighten with me snapping so many apart. So yeah, it's just finishing up. Like I said, I really give me kudos for being able to maintain this. Also being able to keep my parts clean. Maybe one day I'll be able to do somebody else's hair. I think that'll be so fun. I think it'll be cool to allow somebody else to go on that experience. And then also showing people how to like self-maintain their own hair. Like that'll be fun as well, because like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not gonna be reliable, but like sometimes you just want to do your own hair, like inflation's a thing, like, so yeah, it would never be something that, I can't say never, but it wouldn't be something I want to do full time, but maybe part time. We'll see. Yeah, so I said, I guess that was probably like the last little bit to go. And I'm gonna say this was all on the same day. It looks like I had on the same shirt or whatever. So all on the same day. I just like I said, I moved throughout the house to be like comfortable. Especially like I need to get probably like a laptop stand or something, so that way it's not me bending my neck down so much as well, like once I get to the top part of my head, because that can be a little painful as well. But y'all, look at my hair. She gives every time she eats. Honey, don't play with her. Okay, sorry, let's not do that on this channel. Let's not culture appropriate. Let's not make fun of. Oh no, we are back. Here. Oh my god, I'm overlapping the inner thing. So yeah, bye.
Cause girls is players too. Bitches getting money all around the world. Cause girls is players too. What you know about living in the top? Penthouse suits looking down on the rocks. Took a foot test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spent it on the box. Little t-shirt, little white tee. You can see the throne busting on my tight jeans. Okay, so my feelings like a nigga wife me. Got another shorty, she ain't nothing like me. About to catch another flight. The apple bottom, make them on the bite. I just wanna have a good night.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Let me know if you want to see more content like this below. Ask any questions. Tell me, yeah, just tell me all the things. Follow me on Instagram, Lock and Code, same thing on TikTok. Bye. A sweet production.